All right, guys, it's day 2. Yesterday I got a lot done. I just decided to stop what I was doing. Me and the wifey went on a little date. We went to the Motorplex here in Ennis. Just to get around cars, just to see some drag racing. Went out there to see Jotech, but they had already left, busy working on this thing. And then we saw Donk Master and a lot of other guys out there from YouTube as well. But yeah, we got a lot done. Still need to do a lot more, but let's take a look at it. All right, guys, so I got the interior pieces back in. I ran the loom back through there, straightened some things up. I ran the RCA wires on this side. If you don't know, if you run RCA wires and the power wire together on the same side, then you will get like a distorted like whine. Like, I can't even explain it. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know it's very annoying and it messes with the sound and it doesn't come out clear, and it has like every time you accelerate, you'll hear the acceleration through there. But yeah, so we got all this in. I cleaned it up because it was very dirty. I don't know if you can tell, but believe me, everyday use, this plastic vinyl piece right here, it takes a lot of beating. But we're gonna go ahead and stay with this because all this might be just temporary, just future talk. This is what my everyday driver is, so we're going to just stay with this. Yeah, so we still have this back piece to put on. I got some things here we got to put on the roof, and yeah, I wasn't too happy with the roof. So guys, here's the roof, and now you see what I'm talking about. Humidity got to it last night. I guess I have no clue, but yeah, I'm just gonna have to take it somewhere to get the headliner done. Not right now, it's not a priority, but hey, you live and you learn. Mistakes, oh well, just get over it. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-wire up the amp, and then I'm going to connect everything. And I'm gonna put the box in just to make sure that the fitment is good. I know the seats are not in here, but I'd rather put it in here, make sure the amp turns on, make sure I got everything right, and then finish button everything up. Yeah, so let's keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, got everything wired in. Like I said, there's power wire and the REM wire, which is the remote wire. For y'all don't know, there is the RCAs or signal wires. I have it all ran through here. All right, guys, so I have already installed the amp, and I'm about to turn it on to make sure that it works. Like I said, the remote wire and the power wire are on that side of the vehicle. The signal wires or RCA wires are on this side of the vehicle. So on this side, well, let's talk about the amp first. So this is a Kicker 250-1. So it's a monoblock. This is probably about 10 years old. I think I had this in my Saturn. I think I had it in my F-150 that I had, a white F-150. But yeah, so it has the input levels right here, audio turn and on. So we're on DC 12, or this is 12 volt. This is the gains for the sub or the bass. So there's the input going from the back of the radio to right there, left and right. The bass boost right there, and if you have a boost controller or a bass controller, that's where you're gonna plug it in at right there. So like I said, I have everything ran through here, and there's my ground wire. It's a good ground wire, I made sure before. So going on right here, so this is the ground, and then this is the remote wire, and this is the 12 volt power wire coming from the battery. These are going to be the 15 amp fuses, and then this is, you see 4 of them, so this could also run speakers as well, but I'm going to bridge them. So bridge them means I'm going to go from this outside power to this outside negative, and it's going to use all the power going through all 4 of these leads, and that's what's going to power the sub, since I'm running 110 subwoofer. So we are going to turn the truck on to make sure that we're getting power to the amp. So there's the radio, it's on. green light means we're good to go. We are good to go. So like I said, I'm gonna run speaker wires through here and we should be good to go. I'm gonna see what it sounds like before I put everything together, make sure everything works. But yep. All right guys, quick view of the 10-inch SKAR audio sub. I have it hooked up for the dual voice coils. Single coil is going to be only one of the terminals, but I have 2 terminals, right? So I have it hooked up on this side, and then have the speaker wires and everything hooked up to this side, and then have them right in there hooked up to this terminal. Not the best terminal, but hey, it'll do it. So this is a B-Box sub for the 99 to 07 single 10-inch. They have one that's dual 12s or dual 10s, but I want the single. I don't need all that. Not as young as I used to be. My ears are not as they used to be. If you're wondering about the part number, it's going to be A151-10CP. So that's the B-Box GM extended cab subwoofer box. All right guys, I tested it. Sounds amazing for a cheap subwoofer. It's kind of ridiculous how good it sounds, and it's maybe due to the fact, you know, the KILMAT's in the truck. A lot of the tin metal kind of sounding stuff is gone. It sounds solid as a rock. There she is behind me right now. She's all hooked up, but man, she sounds really good. She sounds really good. I'm you know, I got to give it up to SKAR audio, because for the price, the sound is ridiculous. Let's just see how long it lasts. It might not last. I mean, like I always tell everybody, you pay for what you get for. So if you wanted something really good, really awesome, then I should probably have gone with kicker, because I have kicker in all my door speakers. I have a kicker amp. So if this one goes out, then yeah, we might move to kicker, just for the time being. But for right now, she sounds amazing. So right now I'm just trying to wrap everything up. I have the back carpet back in the truck, and then I have the roof back on. So I mean, you really, on here, you can really tell that it needs another probably layer of paint for the fabric paint. But honestly, for the time I've spent on it, I'm fine with it. If I don't like it, I'm going to replace it with just the black. Do it the right way next time. And I might have wasted my money this time, but who cares? Just kidding. I care. And yeah, kind of figured that I should have just went ahead and put the money into just putting a new one on there. But yeah, guys, so yes, the tan pieces are still back in the truck. I wanted to paint them, but I'm going to see if I can source these out. And also with this, the sun visors, I want to see if I can source that out to be maybe eBay, Amazon, maybe somebody out there has some black pieces, because I do not want to paint them and risk them being chipped. So yeah, but I mean, other than that, I don't like that much. Just putting the seats back in here, putting these seats back in here, putting these panels on. So I think that's going to be next, is putting these back panels on both sides, putting the seat belts all back together, and then last but not least, the seats. And then we can take this baby out for a cruise. The wind has been getting me today. I love the wind feeling, but it's been getting me today. So big shout out to, like I said, to B-Box for their underneath the door, or underneath the seat. Wow, underneath the seat sub box for the single 10-inch sub. Shout out to SKAR Audio and Boss Audio for the nice good setup. I like it. It's thin in some places. It could be a little bit thicker, but you know, I like it. $20, man, you can't beat it. On Amazon at that. I'll put the links down in the description of everything I've used. I don't know if I'll have a link or a description for this one because I've had this amp for probably 15 years. I got it back when I was probably like 17. I put it in my first vehicle, which was my Saturn. If anybody knows, anybody watching this is from Ennis, you knew that, and you knew me, you knew I had a black Saturn. Kind of sounded like a bumblebee, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. First car, first high school car, whatever. Everybody starts off with what they have. Should never judge anybody on that. But now this has gone from the Saturn to I had a slammed F-150, a white one, and now to the 06 Slowbro. Man, she's looking good, man. Just like I said, just got a couple things to button up in here, but other than that, there's a plastic cover that covers this, but nothing here, so this is just covered by the back seat. But yeah, guys, all right, guys, I would say it's day 3
and it's done,
and it's finally done. Just a lot of meticulous things, and then fighting, which it says no rain, but we're fighting the rain. So in between soccer, date nights, events with the family, you gotta be a dad. I mean, you just gotta be a dad, I guess.
I gotta go be a dad when I get out.
All right, guys, so we got the interior all back in. I told y'all we were trying to rush with this, just fighting the rain and fighting the time and going to work tomorrow. I don't need the truck tomorrow because we'll be riding with the G-Duck. But I wanted to get done this as fast as possible so we don't have to worry about it tomorrow, because soccer, like I said, is life. But we got the seats back in, we got that back in, but look at that. Fits perfectly like a glove. And the amp sitting right there. It's a little dirty, just like I said, we were fighting the rain. We're just trying to put it all back together, but yeah, I got it all back together, guys. Thank you, Mr. Josh.
No, not Mr. Josh.
Oh, sorry, Mr. G-Duck. Sorry, Mr. G-Duck. Yeah, man. So it turned out pretty good. All right, guys. Thank everybody for watching. Hopefully you stayed through the whole video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. For 4, 5, 6 videos in, I don't remember, but we're making good progress on subscribers. But if you want to see something, let us know. Comment, message me. I don't care. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Josh.
If y'all want to, have any questions y'all need answered, I can do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'll get the answer for you. So
yeah, guys, like you said, we're here. We want to make content. The exhaust will not be next. I already looked. They do not have that part. I'm not going to say what it is, but they do not have that part. I've been trying to find it, that somebody's not trying to gouge me out for the price. Because like you see, we're trying to do everything on a budget, man. All my money goes to the family and making sure we have a place over our heads and food on our table. So I'm not trying to go super expensive, but also this is not gonna be the daily for long. So I'd like to say thank you for watching again. Like, subscribe. Peace out, guys.